Ah, the IELTS bar chart. You know the feeling, right? Your heart just sinks a little when you see one. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you are so in the right place. Because today, we're going to swap out that dread for a super simple, powerful plan. Okay, picture this. You're in the exam, you flip the page, and boom, there it is. A whole mess of bars and numbers staring right back at you. And that clock, it is ticking loudly. You've got just 20 minutes to make sense of this thing and write a perfect, high-scoring report. Yeah, the pressure is real. So what do most of us do? We panic. We just start writing, right? Grabbing a number here, a number there, and just hoping it all works out. And that usually ends up as a messy, disorganized answer. But what if there's a much, much better way? Well, guess what? There is. I'm talking about a simple, foolproof plan that you can use every single time. It just takes all that guesswork and panic right out of the picture. It's a structure so solid you can use it on any bar chart, which means you can finally relax and focus on your language and getting those details right. All right, so here's what we're going to cover. We'll look at the bar chart challenge. I'll give you your 4-step blueprint. We'll see how to build your description, put the structure into action, and then finish with your final takeaway. Simple as that. Let's jump right in. Okay, let's get into it. Your 4-step blueprint. And listen, this isn't just some helpful hint. This is the exact structure examiners are looking for. Why? Because it proves you have a clear, logical way of looking at data. Honestly, it all boils down to these 4 things. Just think of this as your mental checklist every time you see a bar chart. Step 1, the introduction. Step 2, the overview. Step 3, key feature 1. And step 4, key feature 2. That's it. So let's break down how to actually build each one of these parts. All right, building your description. Because, knowing the steps is one thing, but actually mastering what goes into each one, that's what gets you the top marks. So let's dive deep into what you need to write for every single part. First up, step 1, the introduction. Your only job here is super simple. Just tell the examiner what the chart is showing. But, and this is a big but, the golden rule is you can never copy the question directly. You've got to rephrase it in your own words. Use different words, change up the sentence. Whatever you do, don't copy. It's a huge red flag for the examiner and honestly a wasted chance to show off your vocabulary. So look at this. On the left, you've got the original wording. The chart shows the number of cars sold in the USA. Pretty basic. Now on the right, our paraphrase. The bar chart illustrates the quantity of vehicles sold in America. See what we did there? We just swapped out a few words. Shows became illustrates. Number became quantity. Cars became vehicles. Simple changes like these are exactly what they're looking for. It's that easy. Okay, on to step 2, the overview. And guys, this might just be the most important part of your whole answer. Seriously, this is where you kind of zoom out and just describe the big picture. Ask yourself, if I just glance at this, what's the most obvious thing I see? And here's the absolute key. No numbers yet. Not a single one. So a really strong overview would sound something like this. Overall, it is immediately clear that one category was significantly more popular than all others, while another remained consistently low. See? It just points out the highest and lowest points in a general way. It's like you're setting the stage for the details you're going to give later. It shows the examiner you can spot the main trend right away. All right, so you've set the stage with that beautiful overview. Now it's time to back it up. That's what steps 3 and 4 are for. These are your main body paragraphs. This is where you finally get to dive into the details and use the actual data from the chart to prove what you said in the overview. So which details do you pick? Because you can't just list everything, right? You have to be smart about it. Here's a little checklist for you. Start with the highest value. Then mention the lowest value. Make some cool comparisons, like is one bar double the size of another? Maybe group some similar bars together. And the biggest rule of all, always include the numbers. You got to back up everything you say. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's see this thing in action. We're going to take a sample bar chart and build a perfect high-scoring answer right here, together, step by step. All right, here's our example chart. It's showing monthly user engagement on social media platforms. Pretty straightforward. We've got Platform A way up at 95 million users. Platform C is next with 80 million, and Platform B is down at 40 million. Okay, we've got the data. Now let's apply our 4-step plan. First up, step 1, the introduction. We'd write something like, the bar chart compares the number of monthly active users in millions across 3 distinct social media platforms. See how we just paraphrased the title? It's simple, it's effective, and boom, step 1 is done. Next, step 2, the overview. Check this out. Overall, Platform A is by far the most dominant in terms of user engagement, while Platform B is the least popular of the three. Notice that? Not a single number. We've just pointed out the most obvious thing. A is the biggest, B is the smallest. It gives that perfect bird's eye view. Okay, time for the details. Step 3, our first key feature. We'll start with the biggest point from our overview, that high value. We'd write, looking at the data, Platform A boasts 95 million monthly users, placing it well ahead of its competitors. We're just stating the fact and using the specific number to prove it. And to finish it off, step 4, our second key feature. Now, we don't just list the other numbers. We do something smarter. We make a comparison. So we'd say Platform C has the second highest engagement with 80 million users, which is double the 40 million users recorded by Platform B. Ah, see that comparison? Mentioning it's double, that shows some real analysis. And that's literally it. A complete, high-scoring answer, built just like that, step by step. It's logical, it's supported with data, and it follows that perfect structure examiners love to see. It's not magic, it's just a really good method. All right, let's wrap this up with your final takeaway. We're going to lock this blueprint in one last time because this is the exact plan you want running through your head when you walk into that exam. So let's run through it one last time. Step 1, introduction, you paraphrase. Step 2, overview, you give the main trend, no numbers. Step 3, key feature 1, detail plus data. And step 4, key feature 2, another detail, more data, maybe a comparison. That's the formula. That's the whole game. Look, if you remember only one thing from all this, make it this. Don't try to find some deep, hidden story in the chart. You're not a storyteller here. You're a data reporter. So just follow the structure. Trust the plan. It will guide you to a fantastic score every single time. I promise. So let me ask you this. Is a bar chart a problem anymore? Or is it a plan just waiting to happen? Next time you see one, are you going to feel that panic? Or are you going to see an opportunity to just execute a perfect plan? With this blueprint, I think you know the answer.